I have cleverly changed my hat, so you guys will have no idea that this is actually the same day I recorded my last video. Within minutes of recording my last video, because I'm so smart. Alright, what are we going to talk about in this video? Why do I got to record a video right away after record another video? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about Nintendo. Alright, so why am I going to talk about Nintendo? I've never been a huge fan. I mean, I've had the NES when it was relevant. I got the Super Nintendo at the end of its life cycle. I was a Genesis guy by then. GameCube, loved it. Loved it. My second favorite video game system overall. Nintendo 64, never had it while it was relevant. Wii, never had it while it was relevant. Wii U, never had it while it was relevant. The Switch is out, and it is relevant. And yes, I have one. I bought one last summer when you couldn't find them. You couldn't find them for $800. I found a used one for $200. And it wouldn't hook up to the TV. I didn't mind because to me, Nintendo is and always will be a handheld company. Because while I was not getting Nintendo systems, I was playing a Game Boy Color, Game Boy DS, 3DS. I mean, to me, they're a handheld company. That's just me. I'm not into Mario. I can't figure out Zelda. Thanks to the Switch, I did finish the original Mario because that's got the save states in it. So I did beat the original Mario just because I'm a gamer and I feel like you gotta kind of do that. But my Switch used kept breaking down. The left Joy-Con kept losing connection. I bought a new Joy-Con, still losing connection. And the thing is big and bulky, a lot of flex in it. So I thought, I need to buy a new Switch. So I went with the Switch Lite. So, what do I think? Is it worth it? Yeah, I love it. I love it to death. The original Switch is fine. And if you don't mind a power that's 2 generations old, good thing about that is you got 32 gigs of internal memory here. And I got a 64 gig hard drive. I've got, 12 games in here. Good luck storing that on 96 gigs. On Xbox games, you're not going to do it. So the games are simpler, the graphics are simpler, but the screen's a little bit smaller, but I love it. And I've got a lot of retro games on here. Let's take a look at what Pappa J does have on here. Contra. I've got all of the Contra games right here in my hand. I know you can get them for the bigger systems, but why? Here, they're the best. Ooh. And your online service, Super Nintendo and your, let me see, oops, that didn't work. Your Super Nintendo and your regular Nintendo games. I mean, dozens of them. So awesome. What else do I got? I got Outrun. I got Doom and Doom 2, Resident Evil, the remake, Streets of Rage 4, which isn't a retro game, but it sure does play like one. It's wonderful. Virtual Racing, how great is that? The original Phantasy Star. What else do I got on here? I got Night Trap. I got Duke Nukem. I mean, I got a lot of retro stuff. I've got Castlevania, all the Castlevania stuff. I've got it all on here, and it's a great retro system. Now, I do more than just play the retro stuff on here. I do have that Star Wars pinball game I talked about in my last video. Streets of Rage 4 is not really retro. I do have Mario Kart 8 over there. Along with all the Aladdin and Lion King games on one cart, and I guess that's a retro. But yeah, so I love it. $200 is not a lot to ask. I mean, Xbox Series X, if you can find one. No, I still haven't found an Xbox Series X. That's $500 when you run across it. And that 1 terabyte, you're going to fill it up with 3 games. Okay, so you're going to have to spend another $280, I think it is, to get another terabyte of external. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to the day I can. I'm just saying, you don't have to with this. There's a lot of good stuff on here. I love it. I think every house, I think that's why this is selling so well, is because everybody's got this for a backup console. We've all got an Xbox and or a PlayStation and a Switch. And that's why it's selling well. And there's nothing wrong with that. It does technically make them number 1 in sales, even if they're number 2 as far as who's playing what in the house, because I'll never play this more than I play my Xbox. It's just never going to happen. But man, is it great to have on the road. Slides right into my saddlebags. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I got it. Switching over all my information from my main Switch to this was simple. Took some time because the speed is a little bit slow, but it was simple. Boom, all my games are over there, all my saves are over there, all that stuff. If I wanted to keep that as a backup console, there was an easy way to do that and keep all my stuff on there while having access to it on my main console, which would be the Lite. It was a dream, and Nintendo's got problems in that area. I went to the doctor yesterday. My wife had surgery. I couldn't get the Lite to link up with their internet. It worked fine on my phone, but it didn't work for them, for the Nintendo Switch. So I don't know what it is. A lot of times you go to a hotel with the Switch or the 3DS, and it simply won't log into their internet. So I don't know what Nintendo's doing wrong, but they're doing something wrong. They don't have it figured out. But they will. And one thing you'll have figured out is that I got a little dog here whining. Come here, sweetheart. One thing you'll have figured out is that if you go to www.BigLipRadio.com/lipservice, you can buy all kinds of premium content from us for practically nothing. So I recommend you do that. Check us out live Tuesday on YouTube, Twitch, all the major streaming platforms. So you can see us record our podcast, which will be released later that night in audio format. And that's a lot of free fun just right there. So anyway, check us out, man. I think you'll love it. Huh, won't they? Won't they? Yeah, Max says you will. See you next time.